A majority of parents do not believe sexual assault is an issue in middle and high school. But 25% of teen girls report that they have experienced physical and sexual abuse. So how can we support teens experiencing sexual assault before college? The individuals most likely to experience sexual assault in colleges are teens and young adults between the age of 16 to 24 years old. According to one study, 1 in 4 high school girls have been victims of physical or sexual abuse, and nearly 1 in 6 men will experience sexual violence in their lifetime. This statistics shows a significant amount of young people experiencing sexual violence. But it is projected that only 1/3 of these teens ever tell anyone about the abuse they suffer. It is time we recognize sexual and intimate partner violence is not only a danger to teens, but it is a danger to community. And this continues to be a generational cycle of abuse and trauma. The media coverage may not pay attention to sexual assault in high schools. Caring adults can work towards providing support and creating a safe environment to prevent sexual assault and support people who have experienced it. It is paramount that we teach our teenagers about consent prior to the age where they will be engaging in sexual relationships. This will help us prevent sexual violence. Your choice of words when you listen to a survivor can make a huge impact. Language can convey your trust or even establish a safe environment for that survivor's guilt. There are some ways that we can support our teenagers in dealing with sexual assault experiences. First, we need to be proactive. Teenagers need caring adults in their lives that would make them feel comfortable speaking about sexual assault incidences. So we need to create that supportive environment for them. And in order to create this supportive environment for them, adult needs to talk more about issues relating to sexual assault. We need to educate these teens about consent, about creating boundaries, and what is appropriate and inappropriate to accept. We also can empower them by believing them. If teenagers experience sexual assault, it is important that the person to whom they are sharing their story or experiences with responds appropriately. The journey to recovery is heavily impacted by the reaction of the first person to whom they speak to or they disclose to. So it is important to believe what that teenager is telling you. Whether the incident is true or not, it is not for you to judge. Every teenager needs the opportunity to access help and to be able to disclose what had happened to them. So opening up the conversation around sexual assault is very, very important. And that would help that teenager to feel supported and believed. And that can also help their healing journey. Let us avoid judgment. It is important not to ask judgmental questions such as, what were you wearing? What happened? Were you drinking when it happened? These questions can indicate to a survivor that he or she is to blame for what has happened. So it is better to ask questions about how that survivor is feeling presently, their emotional state of mind, and what they would like to do next. Let us also help them by providing choices. It is crucial to be an advocate, to respect a survivor's experience. We need to believe them, to give them their power back. We need to allow them to have an option of choices, because the power was taken away from them initially when they were assaulted. So as an advocate, we can help empower them by giving them those options of choices, either reporting to the police, taking those necessary steps to go check themselves medically. It's very, very important. We can also help by teaching them about boundaries, how people need to respect their personal space, and how the conversation around consent can continue. There are discussions that we need to teach these young men and women on what is appropriate and not appropriate around consent in relationship. We need to educate them about their own boundaries, the best ways to set these boundaries, establish it, and maintain the boundaries to make sure that that relationship is appropriate, that they are not being exploited in any way. For every survivor out there, I see you. I believe you. You matter. You are not alone. Be empowered to speak your truth and start your healing journey going at your own pace. Healing is possible, and it is indeed a process. If you have connected with this video in any way, be sure to leave a comment for me, like, share, and remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done that already. Thank you for watching. Keep shining your light in the darkness around us.